Hey guys, it's Ep30 and welcome back to episode 30 of my Dortmund career mode. Now in today's episode we've got 3 games to get through. The first game is against Monaco. It's the away leg of the Champions League round of 16 for us to play. So the first match to play in today's episode, obviously looking forward to that game. Could be a big match, should be a big match, to be honest, against Monaco, obviously in the Champions League as well. Then we've got a game just 3 days later, that's back in the league. We're going to sim that game so that we can get onto the second leg straight away. And then we'll play the game against Mainz as well to finish off today's episode. That's 2 days after the second leg against Monaco. So there's a lot of fixtures quite tightly packed together in today's episode. Looking forward to it though, should be a bit of a challenge for us and will again mean we have to change on the team quite a lot. But before we get into today's episode, if we could try and hit 75 likes, then I'd really appreciate it. Also, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the bell button if you haven't already as well, and that'd be absolutely fantastic too. And let's crack on with today's episode. This is the team we're going to go with. Berkey starts in goal. We've got Ep30 in there, right back, Sané, Devin and Guerrero in defence with Dahoud, Ozikup and Fekir in midfield. Pulisic, Batshuayi and Bailey make up our front three, so quite a strong team. We are obviously going with our stronger side here. We need some away goals in this leg to put us in a better position going into the second leg. And also we've got another game in about 3 days' time as well. So there's a couple of players that have been rested, but it's basically our starting 11 with 1 or 2 changes in that midfield in particular. Let's crack on, let's see how we get on, try and get ourselves a good advantage for the second leg. Okay, then here we go for this game against Monaco. Let's find out how we get on, try and get ourselves a good victory here. And a good performance as well. This is obviously a slightly changed team, but on the whole it's pretty strong. So we should really be able to get ourselves a victory here, but it's one of those sort of games where you're against a good team like Monaco. Mbappe's starting here, and so it could be quite an interesting match, this one. Presumably he's come back from his loan at PSG. That hasn't been gone through as a permanent deal in this game, which is a bit strange. Batshuayi now running forward, that's good from him. He needs some support, he should get it here from Bailey, who I think is also running up with him. Can we find the ball through? What an interception from Yedlin. I didn't realise he was playing for Monaco, but there you go. Great interception from the right back, and he just stops the ball going through. It's a really good opportunity for us there as well. That's fantastic play though. Ep30 in at the right hand side. Needs to cut back. Can he find one? Fekir now a good chance. And we've scored 1-0. That's the away goal that we needed. 12 minutes into this game. Fantastic play once again. Really quick passing as well in the build up to that goal. Ozikup slots home past the goalkeeper. I think it might have gone through his legs. Not too sure. We'll take a look back on the replay in a second. But it starts with Ep30 in on the right hand side. Running really, really well. Obviously on the overlap once again. Cuts it back inside, and then from there just a couple of passes and we're through. Clear on goal, and it's a really good bit of play. Look at this from Bayern, just cuts it back. Fekir's there. A little pass through to Ozikup, and it might well be through the legs of the keeper. 1-0. Oh my days. Voice crack. What a free kick. What a free kick that is from Jovetic. That's just come out of nowhere. I have no idea where that's come from. 17 minutes in, they've equalised, and I mean, there's no stopping that really. Did the wall jump? The wall even jumped as well. I mean, you can't get any further than the corner of that. The goalkeeper has no chance of that one at all. It's 1-1, and as easily as that, Monaco are back at level terms with, I think, their first shot of the game as well, which is always frustrating when it happens. It does seem to happen a lot. But there you go. We are now going to just have to try and build up again, and I don't know where that's even come from. No idea. I didn't think there was much of a free kick in it either, but it was given and they scored from it. Bayern going up the right-hand side once again. Can we pick anybody out this time? Goalkeeper will collect it. Fekir look for the pass there to Batshuayi. He's running through on goal. Low driven shots, and he's scored. That's restored our lead there. 27 minutes in. We put ourselves back in front, and it's Batshuayi with the goal. Really good bit of play. I think it might well be a 1-2 in there. Certainly Batshuayi made a run as we were waiting for that pass to go back to him. I'm pretty sure it was a 1-2, but nevertheless, it's fantastic football once again. Just gets him behind the Monaco defence. No one can really track him. They try, but they can't quite catch up. Look at this here from Fekir. Pokes it through, and a lovely little finish. And it's now 2-1 now, back in front. This could well be quite a high-scoring game at this rate. Pulisic there to Fekir, now looking back to Pulisic, that's really good. Can we pick out Batshuayi in the middle? Maybe even Bailey back across to Batshuayi. Oh, Bailey could have maybe had a headed shot on goal himself, to be honest. He was in a good position. Decided to put it back across to Batshuayi, but couldn't generate enough power behind it. Still got a chance there. Batshuayi trying to hit it first time. He does. It's 3-1, and it's all come from a big mistake for the Monaco defence. They tried to play it out. It didn't work. We won it back, and we've scored. Batshuayi gets the second of the game, and that really didn't work. We intercepted that one, and straight into Batshuayi. Ruthless finish from him as well. 3-1 now, and we're on the stroke of half-time. Very impressed by that. Just took our chance there. We've been given half an opportunity. We've turned it into a full one. We've taken it 3-1. So yep, there we go, 3-1. We're winning at the moment. Very happy about that. Gets us 3 away goals so far. There's still the 45 minutes to play as well. Batshuayi with a chance to get himself a hat-trick, which would be quite nice in this game. Let's crack on. Let's see whether we can add to the scoreline further. Well played. Bayern wins it back. Fekir turning. Can we pick a little pass into Bailey? We certainly will try. Just gone wide. That's so close to just rolling in. I don't know whether the defender does enough, or do we get the final touch? Difficult to tell. We got the final touch though, goal kick. Good chance of Monaco. Oh, well done there from Sané. That's fantastic defending. So close there to conceding once again, but just does enough to manage to get in front of the attacker. It's a chance for them once again here from the corner. We've got to try and clear this one away if we can. Let's get that one out. There we go. Good chance. Hit the post this time round. We're letting them have too many chances now. In the last sort of 10-15 minutes they've been in this game, a little bit more of Monaco, giving them too many chances. And that was another one for them to try and score from, but they hit the post this time round. Sané brings down one of the Monaco players. Hopefully nothing more than a yellow card. It was just outside the box. Oh no, a red card. How was he given? Why is that a red card? We had other players there, surely. Surely you can't do that to me. I mean, yes, he trips him up. I went for the ball, by the way, but that can't be a foul. For me, we had other players around. It's a free kick. We have to rearrange things, I think, now. I mean, I bring him down there. I mean, you could say he's the last man. I think there's certainly the argument that Devin's there, but yeah, it's difficult. Maybe the right decision in the end, but I think it's just a little bit harsh on us given the way that it happened last episode where there should have been a red card and it wasn't given by the referee, and that was a penalty and just a booking in the end. So I think it's a bit harsh that we've been given a red for that. But there you go, that sometimes happens. We've got to deal with it. Now about 15-20 minutes to go, and so we have to play the rest of the game with 10 men. Let's look at a change. Socrates to come on, obviously, and I think we'll take off Fekir now, and we'll go with that. We'll also take off Batshuayi as well, and put Rodrigo at centre attacking mid, just take off the striker, and then it gives us a bit more of a solid midfield. We'll go with that. Hopefully that works out for the final 20 minutes. Let's just try and concede from this free kick. If they score from here, they score from another free kick, then that's going to leave them right back in this game for the final 15 or 20 minutes. Let's just make sure it doesn't go in. Mbappe looks to lay this one off. It's a good chance for them here to shoot. Oh, so close. Luckily wide. Oh, good chance for Monaco throwing loads of players forward here. Oh, it's a penalty. We've really ran into that one, and that is just so stupid. Oh, such a clumsy challenge, isn't it, from Guerrero there. Gives away a penalty, 13 minutes to go. Hit the self-destruct button, I think is how you describe that. Yeah, that's not good. That's not good at all. Got to make sure we try and save this, otherwise it allows them right back into this game for the final 10-15 minutes. It's going to be Mbappe to step up. Which way is he going to go, and can we save it? Yes, we can. Berkey saves it. Still remains 3-1. And we have managed to just about get away with that. Final change, 10 minutes to go. Bailey off, Sancho to come on just to give him a bit of game time. We'll see who he gets on here in the final stages. Oh no, Jesus Christ, well played Socrates, dealt with that really well. Was not supposed to go to him there. That's it, 3-1 victory for us, really happy with that result. Also delighted to get 3 away goals as well, very important obviously when you're playing in these sort of fixtures to get the away goals. We've managed to do that as well. The game's certainly not over though, obviously got a 2-goal advantage and I suppose the away goal advantage as well, but if Monaco were to get a couple of goals in the next match then it would certainly make things quite interesting. We deserved it though, the balance of play, 7 shots, 6 on target, they had 5 shots, 1 on target, quite clearly deserved from us, so very happy about that. And yeah, now got another game to play in about 3 days' time. We are going to be pursuing that game. It's a home match against, I think, Union Berlin. So it's a game that we should really win based on, you know, the team sheet that we'll put out. But I guess we'll wait and find out exactly what does happen. Sané's obviously suspended. A bit disappointed by that. Yeah, I mean, it's probably a fair one in the end, but it's one of those where you see them given, you also see them not given sometimes against you. Okay, to this game against Union Berlin, we are going to be simming the match. We're currently 4 points over at Bayern Munich. They play an extra game than us though, so obviously we can try and extend that to 7 possibly. Also 6 points in front of Kiel at the moment as well. So we'll wait and see what happens after this game. This is the team I've gone with. Berkey, Alvaro, Sané, Socrates, Lato, Dahoud, Oziko, Rodrigo, Royce, Zlatan all starting along with Sancho as well. So we'll see what we get on, try and get ourselves a victory. Hopefully just move on from this game with 3 points. Sancho scores, we're going to skip straight away. 2-1 victory and Sané gets injured. Firstly suspended, now he's injured. Basically he's out for the next match. Okay, but not for much longer to be honest, only out for 7 days of the pulled calf. Okay, this week some play drills. Graf goes up to 67 overall, that's fantastic news. Again, flying up in overall. Him and Zagadou doing a great job at the moment, but we'll wait until Zagadou hits 80, and then I think we'll wait until Graf hits maybe 70 before we switch things around again. Let's crack on with the second leg now against Monaco, try and get ourselves a good victory and get ourselves into the next round ultimately as well, giving ourselves the advantage from the last leg. Let's try and build on it now. Yeah, Sané's well and truly out for this match. Okay, this is the team we're going to go with for this game against Monaco. We've got Berkey starting in goal, Bayern, Kanji, Devin and Guerrero starting in defence. Götze, Fekir and Weigl in midfield, Pulisic, Batshuayi and Bailey as our front 3. Obviously a change of centre-back there for as Kanji comes in as opposed to Socrates, just to give Kanji a bit of game time. Socrates on the bench, Alvaro, Oziko, Dahoud, Royce, Rodrigo and Isaac all on there. ZLATAN misses out for this game once again. Let's crack on with this game, try and get ourselves a victory, and get ourselves into the next round as well. Okay, then here we go for this game against Monaco. Let's find out how we get on, try and get ourselves into the next round. Hopefully another good performance, hopefully control the game once again, hopefully Monaco don't really turn up and you can try and sort of just put the pressure on them for the whole match. That's what we're going to try and do. We're obviously at home for this game, got to make sure we don't allow them to score any away goals as well, so a clean sheet would be ideal here. Let's try and get off to a good start. The great ball in, and we've caused an issue there. Is it out for a corner? Yes it is. Got a chance to get the ball into the box here with Götze. Good delivery as well. Fekir's in there. Oof, so was a Kanji. He's the one that got the header there, but Subasic behind it. Good chance, good block. Oh, I thought it scored. How's that gone over the bar in the end? I was sure that was going under the bar, and I just thought it was on target, so it must go in. Where's that gone in the end? It must, yeah, it's gone over the bar. That's really strange. It looks like it was going in there, so close for Monaco. Of course, a bit of a scare there inside 10 minutes. And if that had gone in, that certainly would have made things very interesting for us in this game. But as it stands, still remains 0 in this match. Looking to try and answer the scoreline ourselves. Bailey inside to Batshuayi. That's good actually. Batshuayi now going to go for the back post into Pulisic. Wasn't even going on target. It was totally free was his header. No one was challenging him at all at the far post. He just had to hit the target and he would have caused the goalkeeper some issues. But he doesn't even hit the targets anyway. It was cleared by the defender. Still got the ball, looking to try and get a flick pass into Fekir, but punched away. Weigl over to Bailey. Another chance to hit Batshuayi if we can. Beaten to us again. Weigl go for it again. Batshuayi still following up. Fekir trying to get there. Shortly gets fouled. It's going to be a penalty amongst all that. What went on there? Absolute mess in the box. It's surely got to be a card as well. We're about to have a tap-in. This is what I mean. Totally inconsistent from the referee. Orchard back on the replay. Goalkeeper had to save it off the line somewhere in there as well. That's surely got to be something. He was about to put it in the back of the net. That was a goal-scoring chance. It's a penalty anyway, but a bit of drama there. 23 minutes in. We're not going to have Fekir take this one. I'm not too much of a fan of having left-footers take penalties. Just from previous FIFAs, it's a superstition I think of mine. Batshuayi going to step up, try and hit the bottom left-hand corner if we can. Don't hit the post, please. We've hit the post, but it's gone in just about. 1-0, 4-1 on aggregates. That should be game over really, but there's still obviously plenty of this match left. But it's a good finish from Batshuayi, kept away from the goalkeeper, and in the end needed the post for it to go in. At least it went in the back of the net eventually. Was thinking it wasn't going to go in for a second. Pulisic switching there to Bailey. It's a good pass actually. Bailey now going to try and get it back in the middle. Oh, went for the diving header. Pulisic threw everything at it. Everything wasn't enough. Batshuayi, brilliant play to hold that one up for Pulisic. Has to find Fekir in the middle. He does eventually, but still going. Oh, straight at the keeper. Hector Bellerin, I think, found... No, he didn't. No, Hector Bellerin's there. Who was that found his way into the box? Oh, it's Götze there with the red boots. Found his way into the box and just hit the keeper with the ball, which wasn't too helpful, but we've still got it. That's probably going to be offside. Could have easily had a second goal there, but again, still causing them loads and loads of issues, keeping the pressure on as well. And looking for a second goal before the break if we can get one. Pulisic through again, has to go across, has to be a second. It is 5-1 aggregates. We're tearing them apart now. And there's about 10 minutes left of the first half. But Fekir adds a second to the scoreline. Everyone's gone off back to the centre circle because there's no need to celebrate. Everyone just walked away, but now they seem to be joining him. Strange stuff, but there you go. Fantastic play once again. Batshuayi, a little 1-2 there. Pulisic allows him through across to Fekir. Empty net. 2-0. Brilliant football. Well played. Fekir's won it back straight from kick-off. This could get even worse. Fekir to shoot off the post. They've really got away with that one. That's a poor finish in the end. Should do so much better. Half-time winning game 2-0, 5-1 on aggregates. Obviously pretty happy with how we're getting on at the moment. Really impressive scoreline. Again, just totally controlling this match. Better than Monaco. It's as simple as that. Monaco having very few chances. They did go forward, I think, at the start of the game, but they've had 2 shots, 0 on target, and consequently got no goals. So, yeah, very happy with how we're getting on. Might look to change the team a little bit in about 10-15 minutes' time, because obviously we've got another league game to play against Mind in 2 days' time. So we've got to think about that match now. Good chance. And they pulled it back. I was literally just about to say I can't see them scoring like 5 goals, which is what I think they need to go through at this point. Hopefully I've done that right. Now it'll be 4 goals. But they've got one back. They've just scored straight from kickoff. So 2-1. And certainly this result for this game is going to be interesting. I don't know whether the overall tie is going to be too much affected by that goal, but it's one away goal anyway. I think we just need 4 more and then they'll be through. Again, not able to keep a clean sheet, which is a little bit frustrating, but always seems to be the case with us, really. Bailey going to deliver into the box, looking for an immediate response, but headed away really well. Still got it, still trying to create some chances, cause them a bit of an issue here. We have done, hopefully, with Bailey here. Can he get it back inside for Weigl? Tipped over the bar so well. Short corner to Guerrero. He's going to go edge of the box. Chance for Pulisic to open up his body. What a save by the keeper again. Really caught them napping, I think, a little bit at the back because no one's expecting the short one to go to the edge of the box as well. Batshuayi, can he turn and shoot? Has to hit the right-hand side. Just goes straight to the keeper. Okay, 30 minutes left. All three changes now. Royce, Isak and Alvaro all going to come on. We're going to take off Pulisic, Peker and Bailey. And we'll see how we get on with those changes now. Looking forward to actually trying out Isak a little bit more. This time it's in the centre-attacking mid-position, which is a bit out of position for him. But because of the players we have on the bench and the fact we have a game in 2 days' time, I've had to make those sort of changes. And he does just fit better there, I think. Alvaro as a right winger as well should be interesting. I think I've played him there once or twice before off the bench. We'll see how he does this time. Devin with a chance here. Oh, good connection, but saved well. Good chance off the post. Let's clear that one away, please. Come on. That's just come from a free kick where they've hoofed the ball in and we just haven't cleared it properly. Is that going to be another penalty? Oh my days. This is ridiculous. Kanji this time. It looks like I got the ball, but it looks like I got it going through the player as well. It's also an aggressive challenge. Really sort of going for it there, but I don't know whether it's a penalty. We'll have a look here on the replay. Yeah, it's a penalty. It's another one which is just a bit stupid, really. A bit clumsy once again. Exact same as the Guerrero one in that it's both of them very clumsy. This time, though, we've had to try and reach through the player. It just hasn't worked at all. It's going to be Mbappe to step up. Can we save it again? No. Takes us the other way this time. 2-2. 2 away goals for Monaco. But it's not going to be enough, I wouldn't have thought. But there's 20 minutes to go. You know, they need 3 goals still. So anything can happen. Hopefully it doesn't. Well played. Batshuayi going to bring us down. Royce now charging forward. Can we switch it? Alvaro's free. It's a great pass on his left foot. Alvaro! Oh, should have passed it. Should have passed it. I panicked though because I thought maybe Batshuayi was just ahead of me, but he clearly wasn't. I think on reflection, if we look here, it's not even Batshuayi. I think that's... No, it is Batshuayi. Isak's behind him. Batshuayi's across. We should just pass it to him. As annoying as that one. Let's get us in now for Royce. Luckily, it doesn't really matter too much, but we wanted to win this game. We still might, and I think we might as well. It's a great finish from, I think, Akanji on his left foot, 3-2, and we're back in front of this game. We need Akanji, the centre-back, that scored. They've not cleared it away properly, and we are in front anyway. We should have scored from that last attack. We have now scored from the set piece. 3-2, 6-3 in aggregate. Quite a high-scoring fixture in both games, and this time it just couldn't be cleared away. It takes a huge deflection, but I think it was going in anyway. Goalkeeper had no chance, and we'll happily take that. Go, go, go. There we go. Alvaro running through. He's got the fresh legs. Surely faster than the left-back. Still going. This time he scores. We'll take it. 4-2 on the counter-attack. And we've got ourselves another goal. That'll definitely cement the win for us here. 7-3 in aggregate. So many goals in this match. It's been ridiculous. But there we go. I think, again, just about deserved for us to go and win this game. There's still 6 minutes left, so there could be another goal or two. But certainly a much better run this time from Alvaro. A much better finish as well. Just sort of lift it a little bit more into the corner. Goalkeeper maybe should do better, but it's always tricky. Those one-on-ones, I think he just dives a little bit too early and dives too far to his left. He shouldn't do that, but there you go. We've scored anyway. The game was over regardless of the goal. Well played. Royce wins that one back. Still looking to try and win it back again, and he has done. More strength than Diarra running through. Goalkeeper might well come out here. He's still going. Royce, can he finish this off? Go on. Yes, he does. Never felt confident, but we scored it. 5-2 now. It's just got even worse for them. 8-3 in aggregate. That's what happens when you play one at the back for the remaining 10 or 15 minutes. Royce scores off the bench. It's good for him to get a goal. Hasn't had too many, I don't think, this season, and so it's nice to get another one for him. There we go. It finishes 5-2. Very happy with that one, obviously. Really impressed by the amount of goals we scored in that game. Also disappointed that we conceded 2 as well, but they started to fight back to Monaco in the second half. They came out and it looked like they wanted to try and win this game and get through, but by that point it was just too late. They should have done that from the start of the game, or even the start of the whole fixture, and that's something they just didn't do. So if they had done that, I think they might well have got something more from that. It would have been much closer anyway, but regardless, we're through. That's the most important thing, and we get ourselves into the quarterfinals. 19 shots, 11 on target. Again, we deserve to win. Okay, so just take a look at some youth players that have been scouted, and this guy has, well, we've come across him. He's a Polish player. He's got potential of 79 to 94. Looks really, really good. I've signed up a few more players as well to our youth academy. It's looking pretty strong, actually, so very impressed with the overall team that we have. They're starting to build in there. Another guy here that looks pretty decent as well. Looking forward to trying to train those guys up and trying to create a really, really strong youth academy. I think is very important. Got to try and integrate them into the side a little bit as well. We obviously played a few youngsters in a game where we didn't have too much to play for, but I was happy to see those guys actually perform really well in that match as well. We'll try and do that more often towards the end of the season and going into the 3rd season as well, which I think will be the final season. So yeah, very impressive youth academy, and as always, looking to try and grow those guys as much as we can. Okay, this is the team we're going to go with for the final game of today's episode against Mainz. We've got Berkey starting in goal, Alvaro at right back, Socrates, Zagadou and Lato in defence, Ozgup, Rodrigo and Dahoud in midfield with Sancho, Isak and Larson as our front 3, heavily changed. We played 2 days ago. Everyone's absolutely knackered. So we've had to change the whole team virtually and a whole new bench as well. And this is what I was on about just a second ago with the youngsters. They come onto the bench this time round. So they're not obviously all starting. There's Larson in those fairly young and obviously not particularly great overall. But this is the bench I've had to go with because everyone else is just so tired that it'd be pointless having them on there anyway. Hopefully next episode though we can be back to play with our usual team. But it will be interesting if we do need to bring on any players from the bench to decide who we have to pick. So let's crack on with the game. Let's try and end this episode on a victory. Obviously, I've had 2 wins so far in the games that we've played, 3 if you include the game that we simmed as well, and hopefully we can make it 4 with a victory here against Mainz. Okay, there we go for this match against Mainz. Let's see how we get on with a heavily changed team and a not particularly fantastic bench. I don't even know that I can say we've got the better team on paper in this match. I think we probably do just about still, but there certainly isn't as much in it as there should really be if we had our first team out. But let's crack on anyway. Let's see how we get on. Try and win this match regardless, but it's certainly going to be much tougher with the team we have out. Go on, Lato. Have a go from this range. Blocked again. Looked a sore one at that. Might well have hit him down there. Ozzy come to deliver into the box. Isak's in there. Oh, just over the bar. And that was from Socrates. Wow, that was really close as well, actually. Great delivery. Perfect sort of head height delivery. And it just jumps up and connects with it so well, but it's just over the bar. Go on, Isak. Trying to come inside here. Turning really well. Back inside. Rodrigo to turn. Shoots. Off the bar and in. That's a fantastic finish, is that, from Rodrigo. Really, really good turn. 1-0 inside 20 minutes. And he's turned perfectly and found the as high as he can get really into the goal. And it's obviously come off the bar and into the back of the net. 1-0, taking the lead. Very, very impressed by that finish. Isak does a lot of the work though by holding it up, waiting for some support. And at that point, he's just able to turn so well. Good ball in, really good ball in. He knew straight away as soon as that ball went into the box they were going to score. He just couldn't stop it for some reason. Defenders didn't get there. He was sandwiched in between and yet he managed to still win it. And he scores just a couple of minutes after we scored. They've levelled. It's that immediate effect of conceding a goal and then going to the end of the pitch and scoring yourself. Always happens on this game. It's happened once again. Socrates should deal with it and doesn't get himself in the right position to deal with the cross. And then Bellerin doesn't come across to try and stop it. So, yeah, disappointing overall there from our defence. Not good enough. Should have tried to stop the cross going in originally. Weren't able to do that, and so it's 1-1. Another clean sheet out the window. Rodrigo coming forward straight away. Thought we were going to put ourselves back in front. It's saved by the keeper. Out for a corner. Ozzy Cup to try and deliver a good ball in. Rodrigo's there. It goes into the back post. Still going for it. Dahoud's looking to try and get a shot away still. And that'll be headed away once again. Can we find a pass through here to Dahoud? Goalkeeper comes out and isn't able to stop it. Dahoud scores on the volley. It's a fantastic run deep from midfield. Great little chip ball there, I think, from Rodrigo. It might well have been. Fantastic pass through. Couldn't be followed by the defender there. Look at that for a run. It's a really deep run as well. No stopping it. And when you break down the lines like that with those sort of runs, as long as you can find the player, it's always going to be a goal. Great finish on the volley as well. And it can't be saved by the keeper. 2-1, back in front. Happy about that one. It's Dahoud getting his 3rd goal of the season. Well played, Isak. What a chest down, what a strike. I didn't even bother speaking over that because I just didn't expect anything to happen, anything to come of it at all. But it's a great strike and it does take a deflection as well as obviously the save by the goalkeeper. Let's get it right into the box here through Ozzy Cup. So another good ball in, but this time headed away. There we go, half-time, winning the game 2-1. Obviously good to be in front, but we should be in front by much more than we are. So a little bit disappointed by that because we have really dominated this game. I think Mainz have had 2 shots and then they've scored 1 goal. So that's quite frustrating for us. We've had, I think, 8 or 9 shots, only scored 2 goals. We've got to try and be a little bit more clinical in this match so far. Haven't quite managed to find the ruthlessness that we had in the previous 2 matches, which is understandable. Less quality on the pitch, and so you're not going to score as many chances. Sancho. There to Dahoud. Dahoud now playing to Rodrigo. Rodrigo running into space, shooting, scoring, huge deflection. I think it might well have come off Isak, that deflection. He goes off to celebrate. Thought it came off the defender. Thought it was going to be an own goal, but Isak goes off and it must have taken a huge deflection off him then. And it finds its way into the back of the net. 3-1, we're getting ourselves at a greater advantage now over Mainz. We'll have a look at the replay exactly what does happen, but it's a hell of a strike at Isak, our own player. We'll have a look at this. It's a great run from Rodrigo, really deep run again. And he just smashes it. And it is a deflection off Isak, and he's luckily onside, so we're all good. First 2 changes, Becker and Bernick both to go on. We're going to take off Dahoud and Larson, give those guys a rest. Sancho go over to the left-hand side, Werner could go plays our left-hand side of centre mid there alongside Aussie Cup. Looking forward to seeing how those guys get on, trying to obviously increase the scoreline if we can, and also just looking for a good performance, particularly from Becker, who I think scored last time he played in the last episode, maybe the one before. So very impressed with him to do that, obviously in his only appearance so far. Hopefully he can replicate that, but he doesn't have too much more time. Final change, ZLATAN on Isak to come off, 15 minutes left, had to bring ZLATAN on at some point. He's getting a bit of game time here, he just doesn't really have the legs in him anymore, unfortunately. I think this is his last season actually before he retires as well, but he really is struggling to run now in game, which is why he's not being played very much. He was only coming in for a season anyway, and that's exactly what he's done for us, so I'm happy with his contributions that he has made. He scored 1 or 2 very important goals, so I think it was certainly worth having him at the club. Go on, ZLATAN, give us a goal. Oh, what a finish on his left foot from ZLATAN. Wow. There's a bit of quality there from him. He's still got it, hasn't he? He's 37, but he's still got it. On his left foot as well. Really, really good strike into the top right-hand corner of the goal. You can't stop it. It's now, what, 3-1? Is it? That's what the scorelines say. It might be 4. I've lost count. It's 4-1 now. It's 4-1. Okay, I thought so. The second goal of the season, I think. There we go. Finishes 4-1. Happy with that. Very impressed by that performance. Really, really good stuff in the end. It took us a little bit of time to get going, but eventually we managed to produce a really good performance, especially when the subs came on towards the end of the match as well. That changed things a little bit, and we certainly improved and started to dominate the match even more. 12 shots, 8 on target, 4 goals. Pretty happy with that. ZLATAN getting a goal as well, kind of just top things off towards the end, despite not having very long a pitch. Did a good job for us there. 1 or 2 shots, with that one just flying in. And yeah, very impressed with his performance when he came on. You see the league table now. We are currently 7 points in front of Borussia Mönchengladbach. They obviously have kept up with us, as have Leverkusen. Other teams, though, dropping off a little bit. Bayern Munich a chance to go on to 47 points when they play next. We'll do some play drills before we end things here. We will simulate all these drills once again. Try and train up Graf and also Zagadou as well, who goes up to 80 overall this week, which is exactly what we're after. And I think we might take out the drills, keep Graf in, maybe just chuck someone else in next week. We'll wait and see anyway what exactly we'll do. But that's everything for today's episode. Thank you all so much for watching. If we could try and hit 75 likes on today's episode, then I'd really appreciate it. Also, please go ahead, hit that subscribe button and the bell button as well, and that'd be absolutely fantastic. And don't forget you can follow me on Twitter at GameFaceHD and on Instagram at GameFaceHD as well. Links to all that in the description below. Thank you all so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.